Hi everybody, it's RPG Grandma. It's been a while since I filmed anything. I've been kind of busy doing lots of stuff. Um, but this showed up in the mail. Obviously, it's an oldie. And is there anything of interest in it? Well, of course there is. This is from 1980. It's issue 23. It's October, November. And this is one I never owned, so I'm like, oh, I'll get it and see what's in it. And it was worth it. It has some additional rules. It has some alternate rules, but one of the things it has is the booty bag, which one thing we're always looking for is inspiration, and sometimes people just come up with ideas you haven't thought of. And you could use them in any fantasy game system, really. You just adjust them appropriately. So let's take a look. Mr. Kin King submitted, it looks like, several magical items. So the first one on here is the Sword of Brightness. When this sword is used in combat, it begins to radiate an intense light. So the opponents of the wielder may save versus magic or be blinded for 2 to 5 melee rounds. That's cool. It's a cool idea. Polymorph sword. This sword can change into any weapon upon mental command of the owner. That's pretty wicked, guys. And it says any weapon. What weapons do they know about? Do they know about laser pistols? Bracers of Lightning by, again, Kin King. When worn outdoors during any type of storm, the bracers will attract a 5-die lightning bolt every 5 turns. So they're magical, they do something, but they attract lightning. And you got it, it's going to go towards the PC. 5 die. That could be bad. Cube of scintillating colors. When peered into, this item has a base 35% chance of causing insanity. For every 10 seconds it is stared at, add a 5% more chance. Insanity can only be removed by remove curse. Acts as a crystal ball the first time it's used. So it's a setup, it's a trap. Gauntlets of weakness. Anyone wearing these gauntlets will become 10% weaker every day until removed by a remove curse spell, or 60% of strength is lost. Once the gauntlets are taken off with a remove curse spell, strength will increase by 5% per day until strength is back to normal. Well, this sounds like it was developed to be a punitive device. Control device. Astral mirror. With this object, a person can see into any plane he wishes. However, there is a 5% chance per turn that the mirror will attract a being to the mirror and allow it to step through the mirror into our world. Okay, now the coolest things I thought here I saved for last, as I did this kind of out of order. And we have the black sphere and the white sphere. Black sphere. This item is similar to a miniature black hole. When touched, all objects and beings within 50 feet are drawn into the sphere and projected into a timeless plane that is totally unreachable except by a black or white sphere. The white sphere. When this sphere is touched, it draws one group of objects and beings from the plane mentioned above and spews them out into the locale of the white sphere. So those could be like really cool things to put in the dungeon. So I thought those were pretty cool. I'll show you the page. Why not? Got some little art there. So I thought those was cool. In addition, There's a gem that shows what alignment people are, and actually causes the alignment to become fixed and protected, no matter what happens to the NPC or PC. There's a cool little story in here. There's actually a couple. I've only read parts of this. One of the things I did come across in here, just poking around, yeah, there's like a little dungeon in here. There's some cool stuff. Additional, what is this one for? Tables for magic item generator. Just, these old magazines tend to be full of all kinds of little ideas. But there is an article in here. Where did it go? I'll have to look it up properly. From Paul Jacques. I always pronounce that name wrong. And don't know. That was Jacques' name before he became a she. So if you're looking for stuff, and she liked RuneQuest at the time, so there's some RuneQuest stuff in here. Like I said, any of this old stuff, we always just borrowed and swapped. There's some cool monsters that have been created, and some of the stuff's probably in some shape or form has already found its way into modern games, but not everything. I've got stuff that it's in its original source material, regardless of what game system it was created for, and it's never been imported, converted, updated into any of the modern systems those games use. And so sometimes you find just cool, fun things in these old books. And there's like a thing on the city-state. There's a new attack system in here somebody likes better than whatever they were doing in D&D at the time. And sometimes you can actually get a glimpse about how the game's changed over time. Something that if you've been around a long time, you take for granted because you were reading the Dragon magazine. You were reading things like the Dungeoneer Journal or Pegasus or Ares, or so you just naturally watched it develop. You saw ideas put out in print, the various magazines, and there was a lot. And then Polyhedron, for example, and so it became like a normal thing. And then when the update came out, you already saw that they might have been going in that direction. Maybe you already implemented something similar. So, because you liked the idea in the magazine, and so it wasn't a big shock, and you could see how the game evolved, how things came in. Or maybe you didn't. Maybe you liked the way it was originally, but you knew where stuff was kind of coming from. Ideas were getting kicked around, and because everything's done on the net now, and it tends to be really just advertisement. I mean, I'm going to be honest about that. You're not seeing that. You're not seeing multiple contributions outside of the house, so to speak, in a lot of cases. So these magazines in the old days had to cater to lots of different games. And so you were exposed to a lot of stuff from different games companies. So they're worth a look at when you trip across them. Anyway, everybody have a great day. Have fun seeking out treasures. You can find them. And happy gaming, everybody. Bye. Peace.